Clueless in the Promised Land. Over almost 2 decades of successful network marketing careers, I have been approached many times by excited new faces at large events, telling me that this is an answer to prayer. I've been praying, and this is what happened. Varies person to person, yet the overall formula is pretty standard. Usually the person was in dire financial straits, prayed about their need for some other way to generate income, and along comes a friend, an ad, a flyer, extolling a new home business, and voila. They see the new business as the answer they prayed for. I believe completely in this phenomenon. In fact, it is exactly how I first ventured into network marketing. We were at a low ebb in our business life, having survived 25 years of being small traditional business owners in the state of California, and being thoroughly burned out. I had a big list of things I'd never do again: never have employees, never be a landlord, never deal with OSHA, workman's comp, timesheets, overhead, liability exposure. Yada yada yada. I prayed for something to take up the last few years that my husband and I had in which to create that retirement income that had eluded us so far in traditional biz. I read an ad in the local paper called the 800 hashtag. Listened to the recorded message. Went to the meeting that I was told about. And entered the Promised Land, and for us, that first company was the Promised Land. I did not know it at the time I signed up as a representative, but there were over 60,000 other representatives in my state alone, almost 500,000 nationwide. So we were definitely not the first. And the company was 5 years old. So we missed the beginning. Yet in our 3rd year, we became the number 2 income earners, coming from a dead start, with absolutely no experience of the industry. Yet over and over again I met fellow reps who gave me their sad story. We prayed over what to do, and this business came along, but I just can't get anybody to do it. What's the difference between their experience of the Promised Land and our experience? It can only be one thing: the difference in our definitions of Promised Land. What is the Promised Land to you? For my husband and me, all we asked for in a Promised Land was a level playing field, where the company lived up to what they told us they would do. As small business owners, we knew what hard work was. We knew that it took to build the clientele for our health club, where our monthly overhead was $50,000 per month. This meant that the first of every month, we knew we had to make $50,000 in revenue through sales and memberships, just to pay the bills and stay in business. And anything over and above that would be ours to live on for that month. The Promised Land would be any place where we could generate income to live on without that crushing overhead, and all the problems that strangle your business joy. That's what we found with our first home business experience, but for many others, especially those who come from the working for a weekly check side of the equation, it seemed that their vision of the Promised Land was a land where they got paid just for existing. Which was what our employees had expected: show up and get paid. Forget working. When you read the biblical account of the Promised Land, you realize that there were very different visions of what it meant, even back then. The 3 who went to check it came back and said, "It's awesome. Grapes are so big it takes 2 strong men to haul just one bunch. It's flowing with milk and honey. We can do this. Let's go." The other 9 came back and said, "There's too many people already there. There are giants. They'll kill us. They'll be mean and hurt us. We can't do this." The point to take home is this: the Promised Land was presented to them. Look. There it is. The next move was theirs: go in and take it. The person who succeeds at their home business is the one who realizes that finding the business is just the first part. The next part involves walking in and staking your claim, working your land, planting the trees, building the town, the roll-up-your-sleeve stuff that so many people don't like and won't do. It took 40 years for the old-timers to finally enter the Promised Land. Get busy today with whatever your business is, and make it happen. The ball is in your court. With some consistent effort, see if you can't reach your Promised Land retirement in 1 year, not 40.